Retard Maxxing 101. We're back. You guys know how it goes. No edits. Unfiltered. Retard maxing. Every day is fucking recess. Because you're retarded. You're channeling your inner child. Every day is fucking recess. That's the approach. That's how you're waking up. That's the energy. Because at recess, you're retarded. Nothing mattered. You had an hour of just playing outside. Raw dogging outside. No phone. No technology. Sometimes not even equipment. You even have a ball to play with. Nothing. Just you out. The air flowing. But you would figure it out. You and your friends would do something. You'd be outside. You make up a game. You know? You'd run around. You do parkour. Every day's fucking recess. Who cares how old you are? Go out and do parkour. What's stopping you? The thing in your mind that tells you not to do something? Well, remember, that's fucking deleted. That doesn't exist anymore. You're not saying no anymore. You're not thinking. Your frontal lobe is not activated. It's not working because you're retard maxing. Every day is fucking recess. Every day you're trying something new. With the intent of stacking I learned something today that I didn't know yesterday's. And you're doing that every single fucking day. And a lot of people have been in my Instagram DMs and they're like, Gigi, how do I retard max? Like, how do I become unemployed? Right? Because remember, I don't have a dream job. My dream is to have no job. And you asking questions is you in your mind. Because that's you pondering. It's you wondering, should I quit my job? And the reason why you're asking yourself that question is because you're thinking. You're thinking about, well, what happens after? How am I going to make money? How am I going to support this? And you're thinking. Where in reality, you should just be doing shit that gets you from point A to point B. Because the more you do shit, the quicker you see the result of, oh, I talked about quitting my job a month ago, and I started just doing shit in order to get myself from this step to that step, and now I've done something new every single day, and I realize I'm really good at fucking tennis. So I started making tennis content online. Because there's a niche for everything on the internet now. People talk about, making content online and influencers. That's the new sport. That's the new competitive sport. Because I promise you, if there's a weird thing that you like, a weird hobby, there's thousands, if not millions, more people that also enjoy that weird, random hobby. So why not make content on it? And where I'm going with this is, instead of thinking, how do I quit my job and make more money, just start putting in action, putting in the reps, doing something new every day, learning something new every day, stacking I learned something today that I didn't know yesterday, is because you're in flow state, you're retard maxing, you're not thinking, you're just doing. And you'll find yourself at that very crossroad. You'll get there. But because you're in your mind and you're pondering, instead of just doing, you're going to continue to ask yourself those questions. You're going to continue to overthink, what happens if I quit my job? What happens if I do this? What are the consequences? Will I get in trouble? Will this person have an opinion? How will I support this? And you'll do that, and years will pass by, and the next thing you know, this short life we have, you're 80, and you didn't do anything you said you wanted to do. Instead of just taking action. And these things that I'm talking about, learning new things, acquiring new skills because you're retard max, you're not thinking, you're just trying everything, a lot of them are going to seem pointless. And I'm reiterating what I said in previous videos, but you have to stack the pointless things to get to the thing that actually is valuable. Because you don't know what's valuable to you. There are skills that you probably have. There are things that you're really good at that you wouldn't know because you never tried them. So these small little things where I'm like, wake up, be retarded, delete your frontal lobe, and just do shit. Learn shit. Learn from the outcome. It's progression. I'm not saying you learning how to juggle today is going to make you rich. It's not going to put you in a financial situation where you can quit your job. Or, you're not going to find your dream wife. But that doesn't matter. You're putting in the reps. There's no memory. It's just muscle memory. It's trusting your gut. Because inevitably you do find those. And, imagine you woke up every day retarded and you're just trying different things. And you do that every day. That's 365 days. There's got to be a couple needles in the haystack there that you came across. 3 out of those 365 you got to be all right at. You had a video go viral. You used it in, your next job interview. Because remember, you quit your job. You just went and did it. But you went to this other place and you realized you're really good at acrobatics. And now you're a parkour coach. You're making content online. I don't know. I'm just saying things are going to seem pointless, but they're progression. And every day's fucking recess. Every day you're learning something new. Stuff you worry about on a daily basis, you have to tattoo it on your brain that things you previously worried about a month ago, a year ago, you don't worry about today. So the thing you're worrying about right now, it's a waste of fucking time. It's a waste of energy. You're in your mind. You're releasing all this like poor energy, or you're letting this like poor energy consume you. Is what I mean. Where in reality, the thing you're worrying about will pass. Because all the other things, you're here today. You're okay. You're alive. You're retard maxing. So the thing that's worrying you today, it's going to be the same thing. You're going through a heartbreak, financial struggles, or just, the common wonders of the world, that people deal with. It'll pass. It always does. You always figure it out. Because if you think about all the problems, I'm going to ask you to think just this one time. I'm never going to ask this again. If you think about all the things, the trials and tribulations you went through, well, you're here today. Some of them you might still deal with, and you're going to retard max your way through them. Because you're just going to handle it. You're going to buckle up and you're going to handle it. You're not going to think about it. You're just going to do it. But all those trials and tribulations previously, you made it through. You're here. So that's the only time I'll ever tell you to think about something is think about those times. Majority of them are lessons. Majority of them could probably be avoided if you just retard max. If you didn't push it off. If you didn't, ponder and wonder for too long and then you let it go a little too long. You missed your opportunity. Now you've got this regret. A lot of your problems, your anxiety, your stress, heartbreak, these emotions that take over this, those don't exist when you're retard maxing. Because 1, you're not up here. So you're not feeling those emotions. And 2, they can be solved by just taking action. I'm breaking some of my own rules here, but if I could break it down for someone that's just coming across the lifestyle, the adoption of retard maxing. I don't like using the word distraction. I think distracting yourself is lazy. But when you're just trying shit, you're learning from the outcome. The things that you're worried about, the heartbreak, depression, anxiety, you don't feel any of those. You're too busy. You don't have time. Because you're not in your mind. You don't have time to, okay, I got this done. Now I'm going to be sad again. Oh, I forgot. I was so stressed with this. You're not in your mind. You're going from A, B, C, D, E. You're just getting shit done. You're crossing boxes off. It's not a distraction. You're just too fucking busy. You're too busy taking action. Because you're not busy at all when you're upstairs. When you're in your head. You're overthinking everything, what you could have done differently. You're not busy. You're wasting time. You're wasting energy. Energy that could be spent learning a new skill. Going outside. Smoking a cigarette in the fucking tree. Climb a tree, smoke a cigarette. Combine two things at once. That's why I say every day's recess, is because take something that you enjoyed as a kid. Climbing a fucking tree. Something you enjoy as an adult. Smoking a cigarette. Or maybe it's drinking a beer. Or I don't know. Whatever you enjoy. Put those 2 and 2 together. You have greatness. You're having the time of your life. Because you did 2 simple things. You did 1 simple thing. You climbed a tree. Your day is made. There's all these like simple things that you could just do that spark dopamine. That channel your inner child. times that you were the happiest. Those times can exist in your adult years, no matter your age. You just have to channel them. You just have to be retarded. Just do it. You gotta grow up. Act your age. Grown man, by the way. That's fucking gay. Why would you ever want to, as you get older, why would you want to get more boring? If anything, you want to get more interesting. You have more freedom. You can do what you can do whatever you want. Why not build lore, be more interesting? But instead, you want to take all these restrictions in boxes they put you in as a kid, and you want to live by those rules. Go buy the Lego set at Walmart and fucking build something. Go try rollerblading. You're 35 years old. Okay, maybe your body, your physical capabilities aren't, at the capacity that they might have been when you were 20, but you can still skateboard. You don't have a fucking cane, or maybe you do, but forget it then. If you're not handicapped, you're capable of learning how to skateboard, but you, because what people tell you, you're listening to people, you're in your mind, you're overthinking, you're letting them dictate what is right because they said, oh, you're too old to do that. You're too old to skateboard. You're 35. Go start a family. You get one life, you're going to let a person, someone on the internet, their opinion, or the norm dictate how you go about your life. You're going to let a weekday, because it's a Monday, you got to go to work. But Fridays, when you get to relax, you're going to let a day define how you approach that day. No, you're fucking retarded and you're just going to do whatever you want. You're retard maxing. Retard maxing 101. Appreciate anybody that comes over the channel. We're small. The movement, no, let me correct myself. I don't like that. The lifestyle of retard maxing and the philosophy of it is growing at a rapid pace, but the channel is still relatively small, obviously, very small. But I want to salute to the people that come over and actually watch these through, because as much as I don't want to sound egotistical, but fuck it, I'm retarded, I'm not thinking, I think these are helpful. I know these are helpful because I practice what I preach and it's helped me. So I know it helps somebody else out. Some people might come across and say, this is retarded. It is. It's the fucking point, retard. Love you guys. Retard Maxing 101. I'll see you soon.